Today we're platinuming Little Nightmares 3. This game just released on October 10th. Played Little Nightmares 1, Little Nightmares 2. You know this game is going to be absolutely amazing. We were the 5th person to achieve this platinum trophy, so I'm pretty proud of that. And also on the road to platinum every single horror game in existence. So let's try to hit 100,000 subscribers before I can do that. PowerPix ranks this a 3 out of 10 for difficulty with a 7-hour platinum. There is 30 trophies in total. Most of these are just collectible trophies and a couple of no deaths. Plus there is 2 trophies that you need a co-op partner. You can't have a co-op partner on the couch. You have to have someone online. So I had my friend, a no-name specialist, to help me out. Shout out to him. Let's get straight into this. Game begins with Lo getting thrown out of a mirror and Alone picking her up to save her. But you know how Little Nightmares game starts with a puzzle straight off. We're going to shoot that button and pull out the platform. Once we walk across the platform, we're going to go straight to a desert. Once we bust into this room, we're going to shoot at 14 different crows to unlock a trophy. We'll see that in a minute. We're also going to shoot it off to get this key to get to the next area. Once we open up this cabinet, we're going to get an umbrella. This umbrella is where we get our first trophy in the game. Once we jump off, just before we hit the ground, we're going to pull our umbrella out to get our first trophy, the Windy City. Once we get down to the trapdoor, we get our first look at the first boss of the game. And there is his big hand. It is an ugly, hideous looking thing. We'll see that in a second. After we dodge the lights like Steph Curry did in 2016 NBA Finals, we're going to play as Lo and Alone. So the first playthrough I'm going to play as Alone, and the second playthrough I'm going to play with Lo. My friend's playing with Lo, shooting the beetles out of the sky, and I'm going to use Alone to cave their head in with the wrench. Once we go through this little trapdoor, we get our first look at the hideous, disgusting, ugly baby. I want to punt this baby far across the planet because look how disgusting it is. It's come out of a dumpster. It's going to grab us and it's going to put us down. But after the baby puts us down, Lo gets landed into the bed and Alone is nowhere to be seen. So we walk to the door, we find our friend Alone once again. After Alone shoots this crow, we get our first trophy called Bird Brain for shooting 14 different crows. After I run over here and get the 5th doll in the game, after you collect 5 different dolls, you unlock the second trophy called Toy Box. Again, we have to dodge the light from this hideous, disgusting baby like Michael Jordan did back in the 80s against the Detroit Pistons. We're going to quickly run across there, shoot that box down, or hide behind the box, and the baby will be distracted. We get to the next section. Once we run through this mirror, we get our first story-related trophy. This is for completing Chapter 1 called Child's Play. This is where the game gets absolutely good. We get to see the flying Cassars and the flying Los Polises throughout the game. For Chapter 2, this is the second antagonist in the game. It is an old lady, looks like Marge Bouvier with 6 different arms. She is absolutely fine. Please, Gran, give me a sniff, give me a taste, give me just one more chance, please, baby girl. Once we sneak through this room, you see her on the wall. She's looking mighty fine. We're also going to see some other portraits, some fat, disgusting ogres. After I find 3 different lollies and feed them to these little rodents, we got our next trophy called Unsavory Delicacies. Here is our next chase scene. We're getting chased by the spider lady. Yes, Gran turns into a spider. I find this absolutely disgusting because I am scared of spiders, even though I live in Australia. I see them big huntsmen rolling around. Oh my god, but this is a sexy spider. She can spin up in a web whenever she wants. But I'm diving through that wall. We're going to get straight to the elevator and trying to dodge this old lady. You know, Gran, she cannot have enough of me. She loves me. Gran busts through that door. We're going to run straight to this switch. Wait for her to pop under this hydraulic press, and once she's under it, we're going to pull it down and see her dive out with all the fruit juice. Oh, look at Gran. She's actually having a big fight here. She's doing push-ups. Gran, hey, don't have to flex on me. But she does get squished just like a disgusting spider that she is. Rest in peace, Gran, but please give me a kiss. We're going to find 5 more different dolls in Chapter 2, just like we did in Chapter 1, to unlock our next trophy called Take Me to the Candy Shop. Once we go through this mirror to end Chapter 2, we got a second story-related trophy called Unsupervised. After I pick up this torch/flashlight, we got a next trophy called Light of Light. Once I shoot this button and we cut the teddy bear's head off, oh my god, that is gruesome. Poor Teddy. He just wanted some cuddles, the poor thing. Now he's headless. Oh my god, there's no fruit juice though. It's just a little bit of fluffing. But rest in peace. But we do get our next trophy called Capital Punishment. Some tunes to sing some tunes called Stay Tuned for the next trophy. This chapter we've got to run around and find 6 different gnomes to unlock a next trophy called Home Sweet Home. There's a mechanic in the game where you press triangle and it keeps going, hey. That's what they keep saying. They go further away, they go, hey. That's like an next trophy called Hello. Oh my god, that is a lot of boys. That 4 quesos? God damn, but they thick, man. Oh my goodness. You know, this is fake. He ain't going out bobbing for apples. He's going bobbing for burgers. That's all he's bobbing for, but that is a tough way to go out. Oh my god, please give me a snip. To get Piggy out of the way, we're going to get this different crate of lollies to lure him over so he can eat the whole box. Oh shit! Oh whoa! She was hungry. Fuck, look at these fat bastards. Look at the green little bastard. Mom. Can I just be teleported into the game and just punt its head into the wall, please? In chapter 3, we're going to find 10 different dolls. Yes, 10 different dolls. Once we got the 10th doll, we get our next trophy, Token Gestures. Oh my god, he's back and we can't move. Oh, we can. You gotta sprint. I gotta run over and pick up this sausage to deliver this. This is like I'm Uber Eats. Once we give it to the guy in the cage, it gets our next trophy called Delivery Feed. No, he snapped his neck. Also in chapter 3, we're going to smash 3 different ladies from Little Nightmares 1. Once we find the 10th statue and smash, we'll get our next trophy called Omnipresence. This is the most satisfactory death in all of Little Nightmares 3. Look at this guy, he is so hideous, and that little kid he's got running around, you will see him here in a second. The dad is going to walk out with a shotty too hottie. His aim is just like mine in games, but look at that little fiend. You've seen him early in the game smashing down his bowl for more food, but once he goes up here in the hot air balloon near the fire, you know what time it is. It's time to light him on fire. Once that little bitch is dead, oh my god, that was so satisfactory. He was so annoying throughout the whole game, throughout the whole chapter. He just kept going at you and running up to you. Hello, once she's in her bedroom, he's going to pull down this chute and we're just going to drop a different doll. Once we pick up this doll, we do unlock our next trophy, called Showstoppers. Once we pick up this doll, it actually lights up the different room to get to the different sections in chapter 4, called Illuminating Experiences. May I introduce you to the last boss battle in the game, the main antagonist in the game, a fat, wrinkly old man with glasses trying to smush us with his eye. But once we shoot the arrow into his eye, which is his weak spot, we'll find out that a little bit later, he does squirmish away like a good little old man like he is. After finding the 5th doll in chapter 5, we unlock our next trophy called Filed Away. Throughout chapter 4, we're going to find 5 different ghosts. We found the 5th and final ghost to unlock our next trophy called Institutionalized. The final boss battle of the game. We cannot die here. We have to get through every single interaction with the final boss without any deaths to unlock a trophy. This is the hardest trophy in the game, even though it's really not that difficult. You just have to know where he's going to hit you from, and if you just press pause and restart from checkpoint, it will help you reset it. So here, we're going to jump into the middle platform, dodge the TV. Now we're going to go up to the right side, so when the platform jumps down, we're going to dodge that, and here comes down the gong. Once we pull off this plank, once we pull the plank off, we're going to hit the gong. Once we dong that, we're getting weak, and he's going to pop out his weak spot. We're going to shoot him right in the eye. This is only the little difficult trophy throughout the game, and this is where it gets a little bit hard in the final stages. His one hand is dead. Now all we have to do is dodge this clock. Once we've dodged that, that is all. We're going to knock down the next gong. Once we hit this next dong, this is where the game finally ends. We're going to shoot his eye. Once we shoot his eye, he is fully weakened. He's going to start flailing around like a big flopper fish, a big fat whale. As you see, he's down, but he's going to pop out for one last time. And here is where it gets ended. Once we hit his eye with the spanner. So I'm going to hit his eye since we're playing with the spanner girl. Watch this. Pretty satisfying. Smash his glass. And then we're going to shoot the arrow one time. And there it is. The final boss of the game has been defeated. We should get another trophy, but Lo is almost falling down. We're getting saved. Alone is saving Lo. We don't want to have another ending like Little Nightmares 1. Oh my god, they're both going to fall down. Or Little Nightmares 2 was it where they got betrayed. That was sad, sad, sad. What would I rate this game on a scale of 1 to 10? I'm rating it as a solid 7 out of 10. Lo does wake up alone. Evidently, alone is nowhere to be seen. Cuddling her little doll. It is pretty sad because that's what the doll is. Alone was her imaginary friend, or if you want to say it, was just her teddy bear which she brought to life, which I find a little bit wholesome and actually is pretty good for the plot. Pull down this, we get some photos and pictures that she drew. This is so wholesome. Alone comes back to life once again once she gets her drawings, and they're going to sit down there and doodle all the night away. Throughout the game, at the end of every chapter, there is a mirror they go through. Lo pushes the mirror and grabs Alone and takes her with her, but since they can't go together, we also unlock a next trophy called Spiral Out, which is just a story related trophy. But as you see, Lo cannot bring Alone to her throughout the mirror because Alone actually isn't real. It is just a figment of her imagination or just a doll. See, and the glass breaks and she is stuck in this world and she's stuck in the different world. Pretty sad ending, and she actually does disintegrate and just goes to a picture of her and Lo loving life. Here's where we unlock our trophy to finish the game. From nowhere, with love, but to be to have been. Another trophy, special connection, no bond as strong as this. But I had to replay that chapter once again to get the no death, which is called hand-eye coordination for not dying against this boss once. While playing as alone, we're going to smash 50 different vases to unlock the next trophy called Spanner in the Works. Once I shoot this ball in the hoop, Kobe! We unlock a next trophy called Another One in the Bag. For holding hands for 5 minutes, we unlock the next trophy called Guiding Hands. While using glow, we're going to hit the target 50 different times to unlock the next trophy called Bullseye. Halfway through chapter 3, we reach the carnival. We're going to shoot the different gnomes while dodging the evil looking guy. Once you shoot all the gnomes, we should unlock our next trophy called Aim Hello and Alone. After having a playthrough with Low, we unlock our next trophy called Low Spirited. After unlocking that trophy, we should unlock the platinum trophy. There it is, Mastery of the Spiral. If you guys did enjoy, make sure to smash that like button, subscribe on the road to 100,000 subscribers. We're unlocking every horror platinum throughout history, so make sure to leave a like, share, subscribe. Peace.